Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on my room. And yes, once again we are on the edge of our bed. I am hiding the Big Bang Theory poster and we have a Big Bang Theory or topic for today, which is, as promised, the hypnosis topic. So the hypnosis that I did was clinical hypnosis, okay? And as I said in the last video, I am going to be explaining why and what led me to try out hypnosis, the type of growth, self-improvement things that I used to do, and now I feel like it's different after hypnosis. And then I'm going to be going through the whole hypnosis process, clinical, and a script for you at the end. Something easy to follow. Okay, this is not going to be a guided meditation video. I might do it in the future if you guys would like to, but for now, it's just going to be topic, clear-cut, direct. So, why did I try hypnosis, or in this case, clinical hypnosis, okay? Every time that I say hypnosis in this video, beware that what I did was clinical hypnosis. So, what led me to try was I was too much in my head. As I talked about in part 1 of this 2 mini-series video, I was a lot in my head. I was a lot of thoughts, overthinking, self-absorption, rumination, self-awareness, and I was like, I think I need to try something different. And sometimes we just have that feeling that we want to do something, or we should follow this option or whatever. So I spoke with my girlfriend, and my girlfriend got me this contact. And the whole process was very easy, was very like fast, so to speak. And within a week or less, I think it was more or less a week, I went to my first hypnosis session. So one of the things that led me to do this is that I am involved in this area of self-development, self-improvement. I've had this channel for many years by now, since 2016, if I am not wrong, which means that next year is going to be 10 years that I'm on YouTube, which is kind of fucking wild. That's crazy. Not always full-time, but I'm here and I've made so many fucking banger videos. But either way, the main topic has always been to improve my life. And that came at the cost of then, like I said in the first video, being more self-aware. Being more self-aware in the case of like having this 3D vision of the world and thinking, because self-improvement is great, but it comes to a point where if it is too much, like anything, okay? And it is too much in the sense of like, I'm a lot in my head thinking if I make the right decision or thinking about how I can make the right decision. And it comes to a point where then I introduce the thing of meditation. Meditation being present, being in the moment, whatever. Being analytical, but then, you know, just letting go. And that's so important in life because we can't burn out in life and we have to go with the flow of life. So what I'm trying to say is that for me, hypnosis or therapy sessions or psychology sessions, whatever, they always made sense to me. And when I did psychology sessions, I felt like I improved and I learned some things about myself, but I could never really grasp and I could never really go up until the end. What I mean is that with hypnosis, what I've done is that the first part of the session was psychology session, where you can talk about what do you want to fix, what are your fears, what are the things that are bothering you, and then you go into the actual hypnosis part. And this means that with all the things that you are trying to improve, the fears that you have, this and that, then you have an action, you have you have an activity to sink your teeth into. In psychology sessions, you're just talking and talking and talking and talking, and there's no action. And I'm not telling you that, oh my God, hypnosis is going to heal you, and it is the best action that you can take or activity. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you are not only going through the theory and talking, you then have this thing which makes you act. And the action is not really moving your body. On the contrary, you are actually just doing a guided meditation. But it feels like you're not only talking, but you're doing something and you're taking a step, a little step to improve your life. So that's why I think hypnosis can work better than psychology sessions. But this is a big but. Um, it also worked better for me because I have experience with meditation. I have meditated ever since the pandemic or even before. So it's important to me to meditate. I know how to meditate. I know how to get into the flow of meditation and just shutting down everything. And then it's easier because it's guided and you have an actual professional next to you guiding you. So I think you should try hypnosis, um, but go with an open mind always and do some meditation before. Okay. Now, so I spoke about the things that led me to hypnosis or led me to try. I just wanted to do it. I felt like at the time I was a little bit stuck. I was in my head and not much was happening in my life. And that's not because life is like this, you know, and then sometimes like this, but it's never like this all the time, so to speak, or long term. So comparing or the main thing that you should know about meditation before hypnosis, and then we're going to go into the actual session. Meditation basically means that you forget about your thoughts, or you don't have to forget about them, but you don't connect to them. If you hear a noise, if you have a thought, you just let it go. You're just there centered. You usually close your eyes or close to closing. And you sometimes can focus on mantras. You can focus on if you're good, if you're healthy, if you're accomplished, this and that. Or sometimes you can do other types of meditation which are guided, which we can find online, or just meditations in general of like looking at the horizon and just shutting down your brain. I've done a variation, numerous amount of meditations. I've done a lot, but the main point is turning off your brain and being able to focus without focusing. Okay, just being here without actually being crazy or twitchy or like judging yourself. That's the main thing that I would advise you to master before going to hypnosis, because that means that your hypnosis progress will be much faster. Now, for the actual thing, my I will put the link down on the description. It's easier. Where I went, the professional was super professional, super accessible, great, 5 stars. Honestly, 5 stars. I will put the link in the description, and then you can book if you want and see where it is. It's going to be in Portugal, in Guarda. So the first half of the session is to talk about your fears, the things that you want to improve. Because some people go into hypnosis because they binge eat, they smoke, they want to fix these like trigger actions and habits. And then sometimes you just have like more general stuff like me. When I sent a message to the guy, I said, look, I want to improve my thoughts because I can't turn off my brain. Right now I have a difficulty doing that. That's basically it. And then other stuff arised during the session, which is completely normal. So be prepared to just ask and talk about how your present is, job, this and that, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then from there, you move on to hypnosis. Then there are different scripts for the hypnosis or the guided meditation, which can focus on going to your childhood, going to your future, going to your present, going to your safe harbor, which is going to be the hypnosis that we're going to be focusing on this episode. And yeah, it really depends on how you are guiding the meditation. My opinion is this: hypnosis is like a guided meditation, which means you can have a script, which you can go online and you can see scripts of hypnosis. I've already done that. And it's the same thing as meditation, which is you can focus on a problem that you have. Imagine childhood or the family constellations, which I have a great video here on YouTube about that. You can focus on that, see some exercises online, and you can do it by yourself. But with a guided professional, in my opinion, it's always easier to get to the center of the question and go more in a clear-cut way. That's why I recommend doing it with a professional. So, my hypnosis was great because I had never done this, or I had never done this to this depth. I did the safe harbor hypnosis. That's how I'm going to call it. Safe house, whatever. So They basically ask you to picture your safe place. Okay, they first put you in that state. You have to breathe, whatever, relaxed, especially your shoulders, because we always have our shoulders like this, ready to fight. That's it. And then you go onto your safe harbor, your safe place. You imagine a beach, a garden, whatever the fuck it is. And you don't have to stay there. Then they guide you and ask, is anything calling to your attention? Do you want to go somewhere else? Do you see something else? Words, colors, ba 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 ba. And from there, you go on to many things. Just to give you a 100% honest review, a lot of people ask me, but did you picture and could you see those places? And yes, everything just came up to my mind. What happened in my case was this, in a short, in a couple seconds. I imagined my safe harbor, so I went to a garden, and then I imagined a fountain, a staircase. Another important thing is doing a 10-second countdown from 10 to 1 when you are going to enter another door. So you have your safe place, and then you're gonna go to that door, through that door. 10 to 1, you open the door, you fill the door, whatever, then you are in another space. And he asks you, where are you? For me, I imagine the galaxy with the colors of purple, pink, and orange. And then from there, I focused on 2 stars. Again, these were things that just came to my mind. Nothing was guided or pushed, or influenced. I saw those beacons of light from the stars. I went there. Then I went to this new garden, which is a place exactly from the DC Comics, which is the New Gods Garden or something like that. I saw it in a movie, animated movie. And then from there, on that garden, I have a platform, like a Dragon Ball Z platform where they fight. And then there I saw a statue, which reminded me of my mother, reminded me of the letter A. I'm not gonna be here explaining what it means to me, but it basically means family and stuff like that. It has a lot of meaning. And then I had a bench where I could sit. And then when I sat down, I observed the things. And that's where I wanted to stay. There was nowhere else that I was pushed towards. I saw 2 words, which was to trust and then to take care of. I think that's basically the translation. But yeah, to trust and to take care of. Yeah, and then after that, we did the whole process or the whole trip back, so to speak, with a countdown, okay, from 1 to 10 after opening the door. But again, this is just my experience. This script was basically for me to find my safe harbor and then go through the door and focus on what I was seeing. And by focusing on what I was seeing, I just went ahead and ahead and ahead and ahead. I had never done that. I have done a meditation close to opening the door and then imagining imagining like a place or whatever. And at that time, if I'm not wrong, I imagined the cave. And I was just in the cave. But I felt good, I felt like Discovery Time, or Discovery Channel. Wow, what a great joke. But yeah, but that was during the pandemic. That's the only time that I've done a meditation of that goal, So it was different, but at the same time, it was safe. Now again, like I said, you have many meditations. I've done, or hypnosis in this case, you have many hypnosis scripts. I have done one a couple days ago, which was for goal accomplishment, that I achieve my goals and this and that. And I use an app or on Google, whatever. I put the text and then he reads it out loud. So I get into this state, into the safe harbor, whatever, I'm feeling good. And then I press play on that and I'm listening to that. And I'm like, you accomplish your goals, like a guided script or whatever. It doesn't really tell me to focus on what I see or whatever. It's just like those words, like a mantra. So there are many ways to go about this, okay? But the main thing that I want you to take from this video is that I have tried psychology sessions. Yes, they're useful. And I have tried clinical hypnosis. And yes, it is useful. Different things, the same experience, which is to improve yourself, but with completely different results, in my opinion. So I will put the link down in the description where I went. And I will also put the link down in the description of because the thing is that for me, it is hypnosis, but hypnosis is like the name of the session. But what you do is a guided meditation. Okay, so that's why I keep saying now meditation. I'm gonna give you some hypnosis scripts, which then you can read, you can write down your own, and you can focus and do whatever. Take in consideration this, there are a lot of methods to do meditation, to do a hypnosis. There are a lot of methods for you to improve yourself and sometimes fix the problems from your past, from childhood, traumas, habits, whatever. There are a lot of ways to do that. But if you want to go faster and maybe in a more secure way, maybe in a more chilled way and relaxed way, do hire and go to a professional, okay? Someone who has experience on this area. It's my honest opinion because I am used to doing everything alone, and I'm looking here because I have my computer, I have my videos, and I have my books in there. It comes a point where you have to accept that having help and even paying for those services is good, okay? Is good, because I used to have this mentality of like, oh, I can do everything, or I can do everything and it helps me, it's going to really like have a positive impact. After a while, it's just yourself doing it, and sometimes you need an external variable to kickstart everything. It's normal, okay? It's normal. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, anything, just put them down below. I will answer to anything and everything that you ask. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice week. Bye-bye.